Hey, I'm Tom.
I'm Aaron.
We're both Ryde first grade members.
And current members of the Under 21 Junior World Cup squad.
So, Aaron, any nicknames we should be aware of before we conduct this interview?
Mostly go by Kershaw.
Kershaw.
Yep.
Kersh it is. All right, so how long have you been playing hockey for, Kersh?
This year will be 16 years.
16 years. So how old were you when you started?
I started when I was 5.
Started 5. And in Sydney or?
No, local junior boy from the country. Moved up here 2 years ago to sort of, continue with hockey.
Yeah, from Goulburn, yeah?
Yeah, Goulburn.
Sweet. And how's city life treating you?
The city slickers are a bit full on, but it's okay, I suppose.
Full on. City slickers with a hairstyle like that. I don't know what these viewers
Had to
are going to
adapt.
think, but yeah. So what's the comp differ from Goulburn and Sydney?
Obviously a bit stronger, more teams. Goulburn comp sort of struggled of late, only 4 teams, but I try to go back there whenever I can. Obviously still there with mates and things like that.
Yeah, it'd be good for those guys to see you play. So how are you finding Ryde? How are things?
Yeah, really enjoying it. A good bunch of blokes, good fun, some laughs, so it obviously makes hockey enjoyable.
Yeah. And the season? How's the season going? We're going okay?
We're going all right. I think we're sitting 7th or 8th at the moment, but top 6 this year.
Yeah.
We've had a few good performances of late, and hopefully we can come home strong.
Yeah. Looking forward to a good run home. So what are your plans for this year? Like obviously the Junior World Cup in India is looming. So other than that, like what are big things happening this year for you?
This year is predominantly focused on the Junior World Cup. Do training. Moved up here to focus on training with Swiss and things like that. Obviously, want to win the Sydney first grade with Ryde. Haven't won a first grade premiership, so yeah, that's definitely on the to-do list.
Yeah, sure. So, a couple more questions. What position do you play in and around the club, and does it change between team to team?
It does. With the club, I play a bit of defensive midfielder role, where in sort of rep 10s I'm more just a back 3 defender.
Yep. Sure. And sporting idols or hockey heroes or?
Sporting idols, I'd have to say Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
The cliche.
Cliche.
Nice.
This year had a few tournaments. Started with the Youth Olympic Games where we won gold, which was promising and really, really good. Then we just had a few camps and a few more tournaments. Just got back from one recently in Perth. But yeah, we've got another camp coming up in Brisbane, and hopefully after AHL get in the final 18 to go to India.
Yeah. So that camp in Brisbane, that was a super camp, wasn't it? So you had all the Kookaburra guys there and all of that.
Yeah, Perth actually, Tom.
Perth.
But good to see you were there.
Classic. So that camp in Perth, it was a super camp. So you had all the Kookaburra boys there, and you put in teams of those guys. So how was it to play with and against all those guys?
Yeah, well, obviously it was really good. I was actually lucky enough to be in one of the teams with a few of the Kookaburras. So Devo, DY. A couple of the other guys were there, just really, gave you some confidence. They told you to back your ability, and it went really well. We actually were lucky enough to win the little super camp, so it was a good feeling. Well, I went on a European tour this year, opened up a few eyes. Would definitely love to get over there and have a season over there. It's a great lifestyle, and other than that, come back, maybe focus on a bit of work and earn some money, and then go from there. Whatever happens, I suppose. So, Tom, before we start, any nicknames you need to know you by?
Well, we'll stick with Tom. I think it's good. Yeah.
Good, nice and simple, love it.
Yeah.
So, mate, tell us a bit about yourself, when you first started, what age you started at also.
I think I started with the Minky program with our Ryde club president, Maury Dawson. I would have been 5 years old, coming in from after, I think it was kindergarten or something, onto training on Thursday nights, which was awesome, so good. And then just, been playing with Ryde all my life and sort of progressed through the ranks and playing men's now, so yeah, it's good.
Yeah, so, mate, what position do you play?
Probably in the midfield, so attacking midfield or an inner, if you will.
So yeah, mate, I heard a bit of a room. You're a bit of a speedster. What's it like to turn and burn a few people every now and again? Not that it happens often, but
yeah, well, I don't know. You see, often I'm made to look pretty quick, just playing amongst the likes of yourself. Like it just sort of comes naturally a bit up against Queensland boys like Spoon and stuff like that. I'm not sure how much of a chance I'd have.
Yeah, well played. Mate, sporting idols?
Sporting idols? Well, a bit of a Kiwi heritage, so I love my rugby. Love Richie McCaw and Dan Carter. They're pretty great players, but also just spending some time with Simon Orchard over in Perth. That was pretty cool to catch up with him because he's like, the way he plays and sort of try to model my game around that. So, yeah, it was cool.
So, a bit of a Union fan. Who do you follow in the Union, Australia or New Zealand?
That'd be the All Blacks, yeah. Actually going to the Bledders though.
That's a bit un-Australian, but anyway, we'll move on. Junior World Cup. Tell us a bit about that.
So that's in India, I think, between like the December the 2nd and the 17th or something. So yeah, obviously that would be awesome, like a massive opportunity there. Carrying a bit of an injury at the moment, but hopefully aim to get that right and then sort of impress selectors and stuff like that and end up heading over to India, which would be so cool, yeah.
Start of the year, you were at a Youth Olympics tournament. How did it feel to win gold? You won there, right?
Won gold, yeah, with yourself actually. That was good. Had a bit of a Ryde connection there, although I don't think you were at the club at that stage. You were sort of, free agent, refugee or something. But yeah, no, that was awesome. Like we beat Great Britain in the final 5-4, I think, in golden goal. I think we got up 3-0 in the first half, and then they came back at us like, I think we ended up going down 4-3 with 2 minutes left, and then another Sydney boy, Jack Elliott, scored the goal and sent it to extra time, which we obviously converted. So that was just, the experience was just so much fun. So yeah, Great Britain were there, Malaysia, and the United States. So we played all those guys and came away undefeated, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, mate, last question. Obviously, you've got to have a life outside hockey. What are aspirations for life?
Outside of, I'm just finishing, I'm in year 12 at the moment, so I'm finishing that off. Hopefully all goes well with the HSC, etc. And then, look, want to get into uni, try and get a degree underway. And then, yeah, like we'll see where hockey goes, we'll see where school goes. And with the Junior World Cup in India, like obviously that's a huge opportunity with the new IHL or IPL to sort of be scouted. So I think that's what a lot of the boys in the Junior World Cup squad are looking at, so probably call me amongst one of those. So, yeah.
So Tom, pretty much a perfect interview there, except you had a bit of a slip up. You forgot about our first grade coach. Maybe you go on a bit about him.
First grade coach. Oh, Shane Dalrymple, yeah. Is he? He's still the coach, yeah?
Yeah, when he shows, yeah.
Yeah, when he turns up. Yeah, well, Shane's obviously, he's actually went to a Junior World Cup himself, so that we would love to get, the wealth of knowledge that he no doubt possesses if we were ever, see him or anything like that. So yeah, but yeah, Shane Dalrymple is where he's in the mix.
Right, Tom. So you just recently got back from camp in Perth.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got your coaches over here. How was the transition to over there with the coaching staff, or any difference over there, or was it pretty much the same?
Well, we're lucky enough to have 2 pretty A-grade coaches here at Ryde. We got Tim Collier, who's he's been around for ages, like AHL caps and all this. So he's been around the club and really been working pretty proactively to make sure that we have a pretty elite sort of coaching platform to work off. Part of that we've managed to secure the services of Larry McIntosh, who's the current N-Swiss coach, and he's had Australian duties and he's involved with the Junior World Cup program. And yeah, so he knows all about that sort of thing. Like, he's a great coach. When we went to Perth, it was good to have access to these, Tim and Larry, just because like by the time we got to Perth, like we were pretty, well, I suppose we'd adapted pretty well to the Perth sort of elite environment. For me, myself, I spent a lot of time on the sidelines because I got injured in the first couple of training sessions. So I stood up in the stands a lot of it, watching the tournament, and standing up there with Paul Godoyne and Jay Stacey and the likes of these like great Australian coaches. You can sort of see that the same patterns tend to roll through like right up to the top. Like they're sort of filtered down from Gooders, from Jay, like down to this grassroots level, which is a testament to TC and his diligence and that sort of thing. But yeah, like it was still a great experience just because they demand so much more of players at such an elite level, like and so do the players. So in that regard, I think like it was a pretty great opportunity and a real eye opener. But I think the platform we have here at Ryde and with our institute programs like N-Swiss, we still have had like quite good exposure to it already.